Hi, everybody, and welcome in. I'm Mark McLean. The soda review, I've been telling you about it, so we're getting ready. You got it. That's right. The old fashioned, old time, vintage style soda reviews are once again at hand. I'm going to be doing these sodas that you see right here. I've already been telling you about some of them, and get ready because I can't wait. First off, we're going to be trying out today Cheer wine. I thought it was cherry wine at first, but no, it's Cheer wine. It says drink Cheer wine, soft drink legend, and it says created since 1917. Wow, that's been around for a long time, and I can't wait to give it a try and see exactly how it tastes. Well, I've got a guest, ladies and gentlemen. This is my buddy, Timmy. Hey, Tim.
Guys.
Hey,
How's
Timmy
it going?
is my next door neighbor. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, my next door neighbor, Timmy Jameson. And he has been telling me about Cheer wine. Honestly, never heard of the crap myself. But tell me a little bit about it.
Well, the first time I had it,
Yeah.
I went to North Carolina, and like a bunch of people were like, "Oh, I can't wait to get some cheer wine," and I'm like, "What is that?" So they go to the gas station and they pick up some and they say, "Here you go, you can have some." They were charging $1 for it. And I
Are
was
you
like-
serious?
Yeah, I was like, okay, whatever.
Wow.
And I had it and I was like, it was kind of like what I remember. It's been a long time.
It's been a while ago
But I
because
like
this
it.
was
It
back
had-
in, you were in church camp years ago, right?
It kind of had a cherry flavor,
Right.
like I want to say like cherry Coke, but
It says it's made with real cane sugar
yeah, it's
and
really good.
wild cherry and other natural flavors. So, I mean, we're going to find out about it. I was doing a little research and a little background here. I found out it said that it was a one-of-a-kind soft drink that was actually produced with a legendary, I guess people are talking about it still to this day, but a legendary flavor that's been around for a while. In fact, since 1917. Now, the same company that we're getting ready to drink this from, they are the original family members from way back years ago, from 1917. The same family still makes this soda.
Oh, really?
I can't believe that. That's a trip. It was originally created by L.D. Peeler. He created Cheer wine in 1917 in Salisbury, North Carolina, back when they had a sugar shortage during World War I. And so this soft drink, it said, came out with only a hint of sugar back in those days. So they really had to rely upon the flavor and the taste alone because of the fact that there wasn't a lot of sugar they could use because of the shortage. So it says the same year as this came along, and he had invested all of his money, he moved the company to North Carolina from Maysville, Kentucky. I didn't know that. So we have some ties here in the state of Kentucky. He said that he purchased the recipe for a cherry-flavored soda from a St. Louis flavor salesman, and that's what it became known as, Cheer wine.
I know it had a cherry tint.
Yeah, it does, and it's a sort of, it's got that look of that's a wine, a burgundy type wine color, I guess you'd say. So we have a couple of glasses. This has been chilled because we wanted to try it chilled. I mean, you gotta have to consider the fact back in those days, in the early 1900s, they probably drank it at room temperature, or if it was cool at all, it had been sitting down in the downstairs in the root cellar, as they would call it back then, or as we would call it today, the basement. Right? So, smell the cap. It really smells like cherry, but
Oh, yeah,
and
it
that smells good too. I mean, it does. Wild cherry. That's
Oh, yeah.
definitely wild cherry. So we're going to give it a shot as we are premiering a whole bunch of sodas during some of my favorite times, and that's
Yeah, it looks like
it looks great. Really. I like sampling the old flavors and the vintage style sodas and cream. Do you like cream sodas?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, looks like I shortchanged you there, buddy.
That's all right.
I'll let you suck the bottle. Okay.
Give me the best part.
Now it smells good.
It
Really
smells
like.
just like a cherry.
Yeah, it's just like maraschino cherries. Those maraschino cherries that you get in a
Like
little
it
jar.
don't have a soda flavor or smell. It
Not a
just,
smell. Here's to you, buddy.
cheers.
Cheers. Let's try this out.
Wow.
Oh man, that's awesome.
It's been a while since I've had
Has
that.
it?
so-
Does it bring back memories?
Yeah, it's so good.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
we
cool.
had ours in a can though, like,
Mm.
but it was still good. But I think the bottle, just having a bottle, the glass and aluminum difference.
Mhm.
It's just,
They say that this particular drink. Okay, I apologize. We had an interruption, a phone call, but as I was going to say, they say that this particular drink goes well with barbecue, and there's some reasoning behind that. I'll give you a little bit more information. It says that Cheerwine first became a registered trademark in 1926, even though it's been around since 1917. It has a mildly sweet flavor, that it does, and a strong cherry note, with strong cherry notes. And that part you and I were talking about.
It's been a while, but
Yeah.
I knew it had a cherry, like everything cherry.
Yeah, we were talking about that off camera. It does have some really strong, cherry notes to it, and I like that. It also said that most notably is the black cherry. Yeah, that's right. That's what it is. It's the black
Yeah, you
cherry. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
I like it. It says it is burgundy colored. I mentioned that. It has an unusually high degree of carbonation compared to other soft drinks. In fact, these are served in restaurants in those, what are they called, the machines? The
little
the pull down machines.
kind of like for beer.
Yeah, right.
The taps.
Taps, on tap.
That's what,
Yeah. But anyway, it says mildly sweet flavor, blah, blah, blah. The product was named for its color and taste, and the company website states that it made sense to name a burgundy red bubbly cherry concoction Cheer Wine. The retro Cheer Wine variant is sold in glass bottles and is sweetened with cane sugar instead of high fructose corn
you
syrup.
can tell the difference between
There is a big difference, yeah.
the corn syrup and then you have the cane sugar. It's like
Yeah.
smoother.
It does. It is smoother. I'm serious.
Like you don't have that after it feels like it's stuck in the back of your throat.
Right, and burning. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not there. I like that too.
That's what makes this superior. I see
It
why.
is definitely
I see why
superior.
everybody was like, "I want this drink. I want this drink."
Yeah,
Oh, no Mountain Dew.
no Mountain Dew for me. But I was noticing that this thing has a lot of notoriety that is in the background of the history of it. It says the company also markets Cheerwine flavored ice cream.
Oh, we're gonna have to try.
Oh
that.
yeah, sherbet and cream bars, mainly in Food Lion supermarkets in Salisbury, North Carolina. That's a supermarket chain. You've heard of them.
Yeah.
Let's see. A commercially baked Cheerwine cake, based on an old Southern recipe, became available through a Salisbury-based company in 2008. So that's new. 2009, the company began a rebranding campaign designed to revamp the drink's image, especially among young consumers. The rebranding called for a redesign of the Cheerwine packaging, also with a new retro-style logo based on the early Cheerwine logo. And in 2010, Cheerwine partnered with the North Carolina-based donut company Krispy Kreme. I did not know that. Isn't that
Who would've
wild?
thought?
I know. They released a limited offered Cheerwine flavored donut on July 1st of that
If
year.
it tastes as good as this drink,
Wow.
it's gotta be
I'd like to
really
try that. The Cheerwine donut returned in July of 2011. And now here's the important part I mentioned earlier. In 2010, Canton, Ohio-based Old Carolina Barbecue Company became the first restaurant chain in Ohio to offer cheer wine as a fountain drink. That's what I was hunting for earlier, the on-tap type or fountain drink. Cheer wine-based products, including an iced slushy. Now, wouldn't that be awesome?
Man, they make everything cheer wine. I don't see how Mountain Dew is everywhere. Like when there's this.
I'm serious. No one has tried this,
or even Dr. Pepper. Like
you would have to probably go online to find out where you can find these.
we need to open up a little store.
A little cheer wine store,
I
yeah.
know, we'd make some money.
Really, for sure. It says drink cheer wine, soft drink, legend, crafted since 1917. And that's what it says on the bottle. That's pretty
corn
unique.
Syrup versus the cane sugar really.
It does, I
makes
think.
So much of it.
I think so too.
Like I don't even like drinking any other soft drink. Just
Yeah.
not the same.
I'm going to knock that down. We're going to go ahead and kill two birds with one stone. This is just a palate cleanser. You got a bottle of water there.
It definitely won't be the same whatever we do next.
I know, right? That's a bunch of cock and bull. That's what people will say if they don't believe what we're saying. Try it for yourself. That's all I can say. These opinions are based upon how we see it. This is cock and bull.
I've never heard of that.
Ginger beer. This is since 1946, the extra ginger soft drink and Moscow Mule mixer. You ever had a Moscow Mule? That's I think it's like an alcoholic drink. But it says it's a natural ginger flavored, caffeine free ginger beer. And it's not really a beer per se, alcoholic beer, but it's like I think it's like a ginger root beer. And anyway, it tells how to make that Moscow Mule.
But instead of like the root, they just ginger.
Yeah, right, exactly. Here you go. We invented the Moscow Mule. If it's not made with cock and bull, it's not an authentic Moscow Mule. It says how to make a Moscow Mule. Now get this, Timmy. 1 shot of vodka plus juice and a half lime and ice cubes, and then 1 bottle of cock and bull ginger beer. It equals, it says drop in squeezed 1/2 lime and stir gently, and that's how you get your Moscow Mule. Isn't that wild?
That's different.
It's so funny that there's always some kind of little story that goes behind these sodas, these old vintage style drinks and sodas that most people aren't even aware of. I mean, I wasn't. I mean, were you aware of any of this?
No, it just kind of sounds weird.
I know, right?
You would have never thought.
Give me a cock and bull. Now, I know people have always said for years if something was a bunch of BS or a lie or whatever, a falsified story, then people would say that's a cock and bull story.
And this is even for the people that don't drink. It even clarifies it's non-alcoholic.
It is non-alcoholic, right. I bought these drinks at a place that's here in town that's been around for a number of years as well, known as, what did I say the name of that store was?
I don't even remember.
Oh, yeah, Rural King. That's the name. Rural King.
We have one now, like down
there. Yeah, right. So that's where I got these at, Rural King. Now, the sodas samples that I did before, the vintage old-style sodas, that particular review set up, those came from a company that's been in business here in town for over 100 years, right here in town, and they're still selling these style drinks, and that's called the Pank Brothers True Value Ace Hardware Store, or True Value.
Do you know what I've realized?
What's
that? If it's better for you, you won't ever find it.
That's true.
Because like
it's good for you.
We've never heard of cheer wine, and this is caffeine free and has real sugar. And all you see in stores is Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, and all that.
all that stuff that's going to kill your kidneys and ruin your liver and all the other stuff.
This is made with all natural ingredients and
right, exactly. That's it. If it's natural, even herbs, the same thing goes. A natural herb product like cannabis, for example, and we won't even go there. But seriously, the medicinal purposes in CDB or cannabidiol. Look up the video Charlotte's Web with Dr. Sanjay Gupta and see what the CDB has done for a little 5-year-old child that was having thousands of seizures a week. Thousands, literally thousands of seizures a week. And see how the CDB, the cannabidiol, the non-psychoactive ingredient in cannabis, has helped and benefited that little girl. She can now swim, she can talk, and she can ride bikes and play and laugh like all the other kids. But years ago, when
it changed all
it
their
changed,
lives.
yeah, it gave her a life.
The kid that couldn't do anything.
She was gonna die.
Now can live life normally, and her parents can live their life normally too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it changed both of their lives. That
So-
she can now
But
have
see, that's
one
what-
seizure a week versus.
That's what I'm getting at. It's natural. So that natural product, the government won't push, but yet they'll go and push off this morphine sulfate drug, and then
It's all for money, man.
yeah, exactly.
All for money.
Oh, that's Papa Top again. That was an old country song, by the way. Papa Top again. Ah. And this one, by the way, may have a little more carbonation
Yeah, I heard
because of the fact that it has not been refrigerated.
I
And
heard the sizzle.
yeah. So as I was saying earlier, you know, back in the day when they were originally drinking these, didn't really smell. Back in the day when they were originally drinking these, it didn't really smell much, but they didn't have much choice because there
You
wasn't.
can smell the ginger in it. It
They
kinda,
didn't
like,
have a lot of
clears up
ice.
your nose a
Yeah,
little
they
bit.
will. Right. They didn't have a lot of ice back in those days, you know.
Yeah.
So, and if they did, you were a rich person because only the very lucky and fortunate
Could
in
at least-
society could afford, you know, ice. And then the old lady with the recipe died, and all things went to hell. I'm joking, of course. Yeah. Maybe I should go ahead and get me another little bit of water because
I finished off the end of mine, so it was all.
Yeah. I'm gonna pour that in my glass so I can get rid of that.
Yeah, you want to make sure it's nothing but. You don't want to get a cherry flavor and be like, "Wow, that tastes a little."
I don't want a cherry ginger beer, no. In case you're just tuning in, my buddy Timmy Jameson is here with me. He is my neighbor and friend, and we're doing the old style vintage soda reviews.
And I'm glad to be here.
I appreciate you joining me too, man. This is Cock and Bull ginger beer, and this has been around since 1946, and it's the extra ginger root beer. So it's got a little extra ginger in it, and I like root beer. I don't know if you would consider yourself a root beer connoisseur or not, but I personally am. I love root beers.
I always loved root beers.
But
It's nice.
yeah, really.
Always got I like cream soda.
Oh, I love cream sodas. Yeah. Yep, the Moscow Mule Mixer, they also call it.
Oh, you can really smell it now.
Oh, really? Wow. That is wow. That
Like,
is strong.
The carbonation kind of went up. my
Oh,
nose.
wow. Smell of this, honey. My wife, she loves ginger. Let her try that. I haven't tried it yet, so we'll give you first choice.
Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah? She's shaking her head, yeah. You can't hear it, but yeah.
Oh, that tastes real good. You can feel the
Oh, wow.
carbonation.
Oh, wow, yeah, that opened up my nose. Woo! That is totally different. And you know, ginger is good for you, isn't it?
Mhm.
What? Tell us what are the benefits of
Good
ginger?
for your stomach.
Good for your stomach. If you're having like heartburn, maybe you've got a lot of
Yeah,
gas.
It feels like it'll just clean you
You know,
out.
like gas, like you know, you're having a lot of gas.
Yeah.
Like a little while ago, you were having.
Get rid of that right
Well,
now.
I should have bought you a case of this damn stuff if I'd
We
known.
should have did this one first.
Ooh, I wish we had it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Timmy cracked one down the hall and I cracked one in the living room. Or
And they
vice.
met in the middle.
They met in the middle and sort of meshed. Mm.
It's got a like.
It's unique. Doesn't taste like root
I
beer.
get that after like kind of.
It's like a burning.
Yeah, like
Did you notice that?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like it feels
Sort of
like,
like
it's
burns.
just burning my.
And it's not the carbonation burning
It's
either.
weird, like-
it's the ginger
Yeah,
burning.
that's how you know it's like fresh ginger.
Right, it is definitely.
Because like you get a normal like ginger ale from the gas station or somewhere,
Yeah, it doesn't even taste like ginger,
and then
but this does.
yeah,
Oh, my wife and I we got a microbrewed ginger ale at the local.
seems like
Health food
everything
store the
that's
other day.
microbrewed is good.
Yeah, and it was very good. It was
Yeah.
the local health food store is called the Golden Carrot, and so we
Yeah,
stopped by
that's
and
a
got
big
that.
burn.
Yeah, that's a big bird.
Yeah, I can.
That is wild. That's a cock and bull right there. Ginger beer. Whoo! Now that will set you on fire almost. I mean, it's got a hot taste to it.
I can feel it. Like
Mm.
it's intense, kind of.
Yeah, it's different.
It's,
Now,
it's good.
I can see how you could mix some vodka with that,
Yeah,
and you could really have a good one going right there. Some vodka. Let's
Lime.
see, lime, half lime,
and
and
then squeeze
juice
lime.
and ice cubes, cock and bull ginger beer.
Ooh.
Drop in squeezed half lime and stir gently. This is probably
So you can tell that that's doing something. You know,
Yeah,
and
you
people are
can,
like,
right.
Oh, but it burns. But that burn means something good's happening.
sure it will take away.
I can
What
feel
was the
that.
word that my wife's
Heartburn and
heartburn?
congestion.
Yeah, congestion. Yeah, if you're congested and you're coughing up
Like, I
a
really like.
bunch of loogies,
Yeah, like I feel my sinuses.
yeah,
just kinda-
it'll straighten that out for you. This is the kind of thing that back years ago, my grandmom, for example,
burning everything
she would have
out.
probably had the ability of mixing up a drink like this, not from a bottle, but mixing up something like this, just a concoction, because I remember her doing it numerous times, making up different things for me to drink. If I was having difficulty, say with constipation or whatever, she would mix me up something.
It's kind of like a natural fiber, like,
Yeah,
without having to get your other stuff there.
without the other chemicals. Wow, that is a little spicy drink, isn't it?
Ain't it though?
Wow,
That's
that's
different.
totally different.
I've never had a soda that's been like
I have never had one either. Never.
had that kind of.
That's a
And
trip.
it's not really a bad.
No, it's not a
It's unique.
bad. It's not painful or anything like that. It's, yeah, very unique. That's the word. You said it right there. I want to see what it says about this. Okay, it says here, please do not drink this. Oh, I'm joking.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Damn, screwed again.
Oh, I gotta go.
I gotta go. That's a bunch of cock and bull. Cock and... Well, I'm got to be careful how I type this. Get the wrong website here. Cock and bull.
You can do it .us.
Wow, look what that bull's doing. Boy, is
Oh my
that
God.
ever a big
Ooh.
bull.
I might have to take a break here in a minute.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Amazon.com? What? They sell it on Amazon. Let's check this out. Okay, I've been getting these wacky notifications. Gotta fix that. Okay. $25.35. Top rated Cock and Bull ginger beer in 8-ounce cans. $25.35.
Everything in a glass container versus.
Yeah, right. Okay, here we go. Cock and Bull Ginger Beer Moscow Mule Mixer, 12-ounce glass bottle, pack of 12 for how much?
Did I say
Wow.
44 for how
frequently
much?
bought together, $44.38. That's because they get the drink along with these 4 copper cups. It says this item, Cock and Bull Ginger Beer, 12-ounce glass bottle, 12-pack, $25.30. Wow, stuff's a little expensive, isn't it? $25.
Bullshit.
Where?
Right there.
Yeah, bullshit. Steak seasoning. Okay.
That-
Don't know that I want to try that, do you?
I don't know. It might be a nice.
That's
It's
what
got
it
5
says.
stars with 24.
Got a 5-star rating, $16.94.
Look at that.
Can you believe that? Bullshit
So
steak.
if anybody feels like they want to
You want some bullshit steak
eat some bullshit.
steak seasoning? Go to Amazon.com. I don't know that I want that. Let's try this one and see what this says. Liquorama.net.
I might try it out for bullshits and giggles.
Right. Oh, me. Cock and Bull Ginger Beer, non-alcoholic beverage, a 4-pack for $5. That's not bad. Product description. Here we go. The original Moscow Mule mixer, once proudly served at the Cock and Bull restaurant.
Recipe is on the bottom.
Just add the vodka and lime. Yep. Okay. It's there's an amazing amount of other ginger beers that are out there too.
Wow.
I have seen the Stoli brand. This is the Stoli brand. I'm not sure if you've seen it or not, but I think this particular brand has been around for a while. Do you recognize that?
No, I've never seen that
Okay, this is the Stoli brand ginger beer.
before. Is that better? Have you?
I'm not sure. I've never tried it, but I've seen that before. But I'll be honest, it seems like there are so many other different kinds on here that you could test drive them all and still have plenty of others that you haven't sampled yet.
There's always some new things out there.
Right. I
all-
think this right here.
Because, like, we never even heard of this, and this is different, like, completely different. And Cheerwine, and there's a bunch of other ones.
I'm getting where I like it though.
Yeah.
The more you drink it.
You gotta get used to the. You gotta. Once you get past the burn, you're like, this ain't bad. This is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm getting where now I like it. I want more.
But it's not one of them, like you could. Everybody
kill
drinks
a-
like
kill-
2 or 3
kill
Mountain
a
Dews.
12-pack.
Oh yeah, or that. Yeah, like people drank 12 packs of Mountain Dew a day. You couldn't drink.
Hi,
It'd be
honey.
pretty hard to drink.
I like your hair.
Oh yeah, it looks good.
Come on over and show us your hair.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm gonna pass on that
She's
one.
going to pass. Here you go. You want a drink?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm gonna pass on that one too.
I'm good.
Okay.
I think it's after like the first few drinks, and you let the burn die down from the first. It kind of
Right.
You don't really get the burn anymore.
No, you don't. And I was really thinking of that being just a root beer, but it's far from any root beer I've ever had.
Yeah, it's definitely doesn't have any flavor of a root beer, like at all.
Never tasted a root beer like that. Yeah, so I guess it's a ginger beer, not a root beer. All right, how about we go one more? This is a root beer for sure. The granddaddy of all root beers is what they call it.
Oh, I'm excited
Sioux
about this
City
one.
Sarsaparilla. You ever had a sarsaparilla?
No, I haven't.
Nor have I. But this is from Sioux City, Iowa, I guess.
Well, let me go fill up these real quick so we can.
Fill up our water.
Yeah, so we can get it fresh.
Yeah, we're going to have to let this ginger die down a bit. And we'll take a short break and be right back. Well, we had to take a little break. Thanks for bearing with us. We had to let the ginger calm down. I'm serious. I've never had a drink that strong.
Yeah, it was like really burning my throat.
Or a ginger drink that strong. I've had a few gingers in my day that were strong. No, I'm joking.
No, it's not.
But seriously, we were both talking off camera. We have come to the conclusion that particular drink is excellent if you are having some stomach ailments. You want to keep that in your cabinet. That would be great for that.
And then they prefer it with vodka. It makes sense because it
Right.
help you keep it down.
Sure.
Because when you're drinking, you don't want to throw up.
No, you don't.
That ruins the party.
It does. But, that would be a good idea to keep some on hand for if you have stomach ailments Or if you want to mix a Moscow Mule, that would be great too. I mentioned Sioux City Sarsaparilla. Never had a sarsaparilla before, but this is a very popular brand. It's been around for a while, I think, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been around since 1957.
Oh, really? Okay,
Or
that's cool.
1930s.
In the 30s?
Yeah,
And you were telling me a little bit of the background. Go ahead and,
Yeah, we looked it
tell
up.
us about that.
and thought we'd check it out.
Go ahead.
Sarsaparilla was popular in the United States in the 19th century. According to advertisements, patent medicine of the period, it was considered to be a remedy for skin and blood problems.
Oh, skin and blood problems.
Yeah, that like
Just this particular
there's-
brand
there-
was?
yeah, there's so many drinks out there that are like really good for you.
Yeah, that's a root beer, definitely.
It smells so
I love root beer. And this, they say, is the granddaddy of all root beers. That's what it says.
And Ruth Tobias notes that it evokes images of languid bellis and parched cowboys, Hollywood westerns. From
Oh.
the 1930s to the 1950s, ordering sarsaparillas at a salon
Oh,
or
a saloon. Yeah, they would go in and say,
Instead of whiskey.
give me a sarsaparilla.
instead of whiskey.
Right, right.
Often met with the mockery, but mainly cowboys nearby.
Oh,
Sarsaparilla
yeah.
drinks featured widely in American popular culture,
Mm-hmm.
particularly
Mm-hmm.
in works related to the American West. In the 1957 through 1961, ABC Western television series Sugarfoot, the title character.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brewster, played by Will Hutchins, is a teetotaler.
A teetotaler.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
never heard that before.
that's a guy who doesn't drink alcohol.
Oh, so
They
it'd
call
be
him a
basically-
teetotaler.
So basically, when they were saying that, they'd order that.
Right,
kinda
they would
like-
order the
It would look like you're drinking, but
right,
you're not.
but they're not. They
Right.
would just order, give me that was like a sissy drink. They called them a sarsaparilla.
And they'd
Yeah.
order it with a dash of cherry
Oh, okay.
instead of,
I
a
got you.
shot of something. And
But
they'd
didn't
give
that sort of become popular in the medicine field? What were you saying about that earlier? You were talking about.
Yeah, that was like some of the, in like some of the advertisements,
Uh-huh.
that was the good medicine for. Like, it says, it was the patent medicines of the period.
So what did it do? It was
Let's
supposed to
see.
cure something.
Yeah.
What
it
was
says,
it? You said.
It believed that it was a
Oh, they
prevent-
believed this wasn't necessarily a cure-all, but
Yeah,
they
it says
believed.
it was believed to be preventative
Uh-huh.
against venereal disease.
Oh, VD. Yeah. Let me cure my VD. I'm going to drink a root beer.
Possibly because of the diuretic effects of the flushing
Oh,
of the urethra.
The
out
diuretic effects. That means it makes you go to the bathroom and pee. A diuretic. That's what a diuretic does.
Let's
Okay.
see. Hold on one second. I just realized that
What did you lose?
maybe we should.
Cleanse your palate.
Yeah.
You going to cleanse the palate? I already did mine, so go right ahead.
Thinking ahead.
Thinking ahead. You don't want to catch VD.
That would be bad.
I know. I'll just drink a root beer, though. Get rid of it tomorrow. Okay, buddy. And-
Samuel B. Townsend was known as the Sarsaparilla King.
Oh, really?
It was not made from U.S. classic sarsaparilla. Was not made from the extract of the sarsaparilla plant.
Oh, it
A
wasn't?
tropical vine.
Or was?
It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
And it says a tropical vine distantly related to the lily. It was originally made from a blend of birch oil and sassafras.
Oh, sassafras. That's it. My granny, she used to make me sassafras tea. She would go to the creek banks and she would take it's like a potato fork, they called it, and she would dig into the side of the creek bank under this certain, I think it was under a birch tree maybe, but she would dig under a certain tree and these roots would come out, little bitty roots.
Yeah.
And she would take them in the house and wash them and scrape them down, and then she would brew them in a teapot and
I
make
think I've heard of something
sassafras
like
tea, and it smelled like this root beer.
Yeah, it smells
So-
so good. Cheers.
Here's to you, buddy. This is the granddaddy of all root beers. Let's try this one.
I'm done having the what's it, margarita beer. Ugh.
Mm. You like it?
Yeah,
I love it.
it's definitely a lot better than the generic root beer you get from like any place.
Yeah.
Even Marco's, like all they have is mug root beer.
Oh yeah. He works at a place called Marco's Pizza. See the logo right here on his shirt. Yeah. So they have what kind of root beer?
Mug root beer.
Mugs.
Y'all probably heard
Oh,
of
I've
that.
seen mug. Yeah, root beer.
Mug,
right.
Yeah, I think it's mugs.
There's also Dad's root beer.
Yeah, I think I've heard
That's
that.
been around for a
It's
few
not.
years.
It's not as
just
common around here.
Yeah.
But it's. I've heard of it and had it. Yeah, this is.
But this is much better. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm kind of disappointed that all these years I've been drinking these
Other
crappy
root
sodas,
beers.
and then you have
Yeah.
not really just root beer, like any,
No,
any
yeah.
drink, like
And they're just right across town in these. Well, it's these off in the wall places that you wouldn't
it's
think
sweeter,
about.
but it's not like you get too much sweet in it. Like, do you know
Oh,
what
no.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Like, it's really sweet, but it's not too sweet.
No, it's not too sweet. It's not overpowering at all. In fact, I think it's made with pure cane sugar. Let me check. Contains purified
Yes.
carbonated water, pure cane sugar. There you go.
Yeah, right here
Pure
it
cane
says
sugar.
sarsaparilla was apparently made its debut as a patent medicine.
What's that
An
mean?
easy to take form of sassafras, much as Coca-Cola, then an easy, it says easy to take form of cocaine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, see, Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently they, put that in there. So
Wow, that's wild.
was first marketed in 1855 as a
Really?
remedy for hangovers, headaches, and morphine addiction.
Really? Morphine addiction.
Besides the effects of the ingredients, sodas were popular to the United States at the time.
And I can't even see this getting rid of a hangover because there's no caffeine in it. And if there was caffeine in the drink, then you would have a better chance of getting rid of a hangover
It says-
or a headache because caffeine does the trick.
It says the reason it was popular in the United States at that time
Mm-hmm.
was they believed that the carbonated water had health benefits.
Huh.
Which,
And the diuretic aspect. The diuretic meaning it made you go to the bathroom or
Yeah.
made you pee. So therefore, it cleansed out your urethra or your pee chute. And so if you had VD or venereal disease, if you cleansed out the urethra or the tube that allows your urine to exit the body, if you kept that clean,
so sweet.
it would it would feel lots better. So they thought mentally they were healing themselves because of this, because they would go to the bathroom more often and
I got that.
they would clean out the pee tube or the urethra because they were peeing more regularly. Bless you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's got it's smooth.
I could drink this chilled, and I mean,
Oh, yeah.
with every meal,
Yeah.
breakfast, lunch, dinner, it doesn't matter. I could really enjoy that.
I think it'd probably make everything better.
I agree. I mean, it's not the kind of
No.
thing that you would want to mix. It's not a mixer, You wouldn't want to mix liqueur or
Yeah, kinda
anything
like-
with it, but
Kind of like the cock and bull.
Yeah, about the cock and bull, the Moscow
It
City, the
definitely goes
Moscow
down
Mule.
good after the cock and bull. Like it just
Yes.
it's more mellow.
And we had to have something else to go down after the cock and bull Moscow Mule mixer because of the fact that is one stout ginger beer. It really is. And so
the really like what's the word for it? Like like stout versus your really mellow root beer.
exactly right.
And
Yeah.
it complements it.
Yeah, it did. Sioux City Sarsaparilla. That's the name of this. They call it the granddaddy of all root beers
Yeah, I can
made
see
with
it.
cane
I
sugar.
can see how they call that.
I can too, because that right there has to be probably I would say, if not the best, but one of the top best that I've ever drank in my entire life.
But there's always more.
We'll have to find out. But that's going to do it for this edition. Timmy, thank you for joining me.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed you being
I'm gonna
here.
have to come back on.
I want you to. I really do. Timmy is actually considering helping, or at least learning to be a wet shaver, and he might even join me on a dual wet shave.
I think it'd be cool.
That would be cool. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. From my buddy Timmy and I, we appreciate it. Peace, y'all.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. 'Cause sooner or later it's over. I just don't want you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.